This is Pilot News, covering Principia College and beyond. On campus, off campus, news that affects our Principia community.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural broadcast
but they're
Campus news, sports, people, events. We go where the news is, bringing you fair and full coverage. From the Templin TV studio, this is your Pilot News.
Hello and welcome to a live broadcast of PCTV's Pilot News. I'm Heather Hooper alongside Kent Trogue. Kayla Gillum has sports and Myrna Peters is here this week to host our arts and entertainment segment. Here are this week's top stories.
Stalking is a serious matter. Well, maybe not so serious when it's spring at Principia and the stalking involves a water pistol. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should. Eliminator is back and in full swing. Kayla ventured outside after looking both ways and checked out this year's game.
Their guns are by their sides and they're ready for action at all times. They are paranoid, constantly keeping an eye open, tossing and turning in their sleep, all for a game. Eliminator has once again consumed many lives here on the Principia campus. Sophomore Graham Whiteman placed second last year. He has some words on how he made it so far.
You're going to lose some sleep, but I think the reason that I made it so far last year is because Shrek Jibs never left my side, and I considered him pretty much my bodyguard.
The intense players will hide in rooms or even in trees for hours to get their prey. Freshman Megan Aubrey was squirted earlier this week after being absent throughout some of the weekend. She may play again if she feels that she can be more dedicated to the game.
Not sure. Maybe if I'm here the whole time, I'll play and really get into it and be one of those people who hides in trash cans or something.
There are two winners of the game, the last one alive and also the person with the most kills throughout the game. After 3 years of play, Josh Reisman is now playing for the excitement of hunting and killing. He is determined to get the most kills this year.
Some people wear all camo, hunt in the middle of the night when it's raining, bust into people's doors, just going out and gunning them in, like, just such a rush, such a thrill. That's really where it is right there. When you go after and you hunt somebody, it's the thrill of the kill.
If you're not playing, still be ready to get a little wet these last few weeks of school, because Eliminator contestants get a little happy with their guns at times. And be a good Samaritan and watch your friends back out there. Good luck to those who are still in the game. Keep your ears open for the winner of the 2006 Eliminator game. For Pilot News, this has been Kayla Gillum.
Aside from the chapel, it may be the most recognizable icon on campus, a building that symbolizes Prin, yet predates it. In recent years, Eliestoun has fallen into disrepair, but not all of Eliestoun. A group of students led by Phil Brault have been restoring an outbuilding near the main house as an office. After more than a year of hard labor, the remodel is almost finished. Pilot News' Aaron Swinney has the story.
The oldest building on the Principia College campus is finally getting a makeover. After many years of neglect, Eliestoun is finally getting some well-deserved attention. The project to restore Eliestoun began fall quarter. Although not all of Eliestoun is getting the attention it deserves, some attention is a good start. The attention is focused on the Eliestoun Office, used originally to pay workers back in the late 1800s when Eliestoun was a private house. Heading up the project is senior Phil Brault.
I sort of got the idea at the end of spring quarter last year because there was some money left in the student activity fund, and I thought this would be a great way to use it.
All of the renovations were done by volunteers. Freshman Krista Sidegram has this to say about working on the project.
It was something that I thought would be beneficial to the community, and just getting a chance to work on this project was really exciting.
There are about 50 people currently on the Eliestoun project. After 3 quarters, the improvements are now appearing. The inside of the Eliestoun office has taken on a personality of its own, unlike the outside, which is currently receiving most of the work. A re-varnished wood floor and a new cook stove with a brick hearth have made an appearance inside the office. On the outside, the building was re-roofed and the old shingles were removed. Then the old ones were replaced on the building, along with a few new ones. The old windows are a precious part of the office. Unfortunately, all of them could not be saved. Phil has this comment.
The windows are the real gem of the building, I think. They have this old glass in them that has ripples in it, which really shows you its age.
When the office is complete, what it will be used for is completely left to the imagination. Hopefully, this project will bring attention to the rest of Elliston and attract people to the bluffs on Elliston Hill. This is Erin Swinney for Pilot News.
You know those skateboards you're used to seeing on campus, maybe 2 feet long, little on skitty side? Out. Those are so last year. Trick riding boards. The hot board now is long, better to carve the curves on those big hills. The longboard craze is sweeping the nation, and some Principians are going along for the ride. Kayla caught up with a few of them and filed this report.
Some say it is only a California fad, but it is also a fad that is rapidly growing in popularity here on the Principia campus. That craze is longboarding. So why is this such a contagious pastime? Californian Chris McWilliams has been skating since it became the in thing when he was in 7th grade.
You know, you're living in the moment, you're going down the hill, you're not thinking about anything, but don't fall off, and just trying to survive.
Longboarding is a whole different activity than trick skating, which was in the scene a few years back. Freshman Guy Walker has been a longboarder since he was 11.
Yeah, like the other kind of skateboard, it's not my style, because like I can't do tricks, I suck at that. But carving down hills is fun.
Some started skating as a fun pastime. Others find it more efficient to get places, while others take their boarding quite seriously. Here on campus, there are a number of beginner skaters too. Among those first-timers is Heather Hooper, who has just received her first board and is ready to excel in longboarding.
For my birthday, my boyfriend gave me a skateboard, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be learning more, and hopefully I won't have any crashes.
Make sure to keep your eyes open for all those boarders around campus, especially the LBCers, the longboarding crew. And boarders, watch out for those white trucks. This has been Kayla Gillum for Pilot News.
It's already week 8, but there are still a lot of arts and entertainment happenings on campus. The debut of the organ in Cox Auditorium last week, the Whole World Festival last weekend, and of course, the big spring theater production, A Streetcar Named Desire. Myrna Peters is here to tell us all about it. Myrna?
Thanks, Heather. All the hammering and pounding of construction stopped long ago. But until last week, no music had emanated from the stunning new organ in Cox Auditorium. That's when the music department's John Neer christened the organ in grand style before an enthusiastic crowd of students, faculty, alumni, and generous donors. The recital opened with the harmonious voices of audience members singing along to Principia founder Mary Kimball Morgan's favorite hymn, number 82. Neer shared with the audience the very first piece he ever heard played on an organ, as well as the soothing sounds of Johann Sebastian Bach and other famous composers. The melodic night came to an end with a reception in Holt Gallery, concluding with slides showing the organ in various stages of construction. The whole world came to Principia last weekend. Well, maybe not the whole world, but a very diverse slice of it sure did. Rain failed to dampen the spirits of those attending this year's Whole World Festival. The event was moved to Holt Gallery, but there was still a glow-spanning array of food, music, and a good cheer. I had a chance to check it out. The festival promoted the message of peace and the theme of one world team through evening performances of jamming sessions, musical concerts, poetry, a colorful fashion show, and narrative stories. The festival celebrated the diversity of cultures and the unique gifts of students from around the world. With the help of dining services, a variety of food and drink stalls were set up for lunch at the festival site. Individuals brought their families to enjoy the dancing and sample the variety of ethnic dishes. The weekend was concluded with the audience enduring an instructional dance from our very own Benta. Getting a chance to assist and direct a Principia production usually marks the culmination of a long career in the theater department. It's an honor usually bestowed on a senior, But Aaron has the story of a sophomore who is helping to direct this quarter's production of Tennessee Williams' famous play, A Streetcar Named Desire.
A Streetcar Named Desire will be an exciting and tragic play. The cast is preparing with extensive research and rehearsals to recreate the classic play set in the 1940s. They say they are drawing from personal experience to find the right emotions for the characters, as well as reading up on Tennessee Williams, the playwright. The actors say that assistant director Nick DeWolf brings creative insight to the show. It's unusual for a lower-classman to direct, and Nick is a sophomore.
It's definitely been a challenge, but it's been a lot of fun at the same time working with the cast and discovering this whole new world of theater that is just so much fun. I love it.
The actors feel Nick is doing well so far and that he adds a lot to the production.
It's refreshing to have somebody who's a student that really can sympathize with what you are, trying to accomplish.
The cast agrees there have been a lot of challenges along the way, but they have all been met smoothly due to the cast's strong sense of family.
Although the playing fields on Principia are pretty quiet this time of year, there's still plenty of sports news on campus. Kayla has a feature on water skiing for us and a story about a tribute to a legendary Prin football coach when we come back from this commercial break.
Inspirational CD, $16. Booklet on Christian Science class instruction, $4. Concord Study Package, $150. Having access to these materials and more? Priceless. Some inspiration can only come from God. For everything else, there's a Christian Science reading room. Stop by your local reading room located in the Alton Mall, open 7 days a week.
Smile. Every Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m., Prince students get free shoes and bowl for only $2 a game at Riverboat Lanes. Get out of bed. It's time to go. Friday nights from 10 to 12:30, come to Cosmic Bowling at regular price. Riverboat Lanes in Alton, Illinois.
The Marshall Brooks Library 50th Anniversary Celebration, Friday, May 26th from 12:30 to 2. Join us outside for live music by Principia's Jazz Band and inside for delicious snacks.
15, there's still time for you. Time to buy and time to lose. 15, there's never a wish better than this.
Many a Principian has driven up the river road and wonder about water skiing on the Mississippi River. While it can be done, dodging quarter-mile-long barges is not everyone's idea of fun. Instead, a group of Principians found another spot near campus where they can enjoy their sport. I tagged along to a lake near Crafton to watch the budding Prin Water Ski Club do their thing. Water skiing is a pastime that many enjoy at home and camp throughout the spring and summer. But here at Principia, it is a little more difficult to participate in the festivities. There are many students here on campus that are ski instructors at camp, including George Clemens.
So I try and get out on the water at least, once a week all throughout the summer.
The Alton Ski Club is the most convenient place for students to go and ski. Matt Wilson is a part of this ski club and really wants people to feel that they can come out and ski at any time. Matt is a certified ski instructor and is willing to take anyone out for ski instructions.
This is for everybody and anybody, and I really want more people to feel like they can get into it and, not be afraid.
Working alongside Matt is Nick DeWolf, and they are trying hard to bring a water ski club here to Principia. Nick feels that water sports are wonderful and wants to be able to share them with the community.
I'm trying to form a club here and there, and we're working out the details right now, kind of. It's just, really low-key right now, but at some point it'd be nice to see if we can get some sort of Principia funding for this.
All of the water skiers here on campus are open for anyone to come and experience the fun. It is not an exclusive activity at all, so if you are interested in participating, come join and don't be afraid. Bear Bryant, Woody Hayes, those legendary college football coaches won national titles and brought gridiron glory to their universities. This scale may be smaller here at Principia, but we also had a legendary coach. He didn't win any national championships, but he touched the lives of a lot of young men. He passed on this winter. Beth Davenport covered the recent service for him here on campus.
Last Sunday, the memorial service of Jim Crafton brought together friends and family from all over the country. Jim Crafton lived a full life as a veteran, coach, friend, father, and grandfather. After serving in World War II and coaching in his home state of Arkansas, Crafton spent over 20 years coaching Principia College football until his retirement in '81. On Sunday, in Cox Auditorium, over 200 people united together in celebrating the legacy of Coach Crafton. Principia football alumnus Doug Mosier attributes the great turnout to Crafton's life.
Guys, and just is a real testament to, to what Coach did and how he impacted so many lives, I think.
The program consisted of short speeches from Crafton's football players from his 30-year career as a coach. These men traveled from Arkansas, where they played on the first team that Crafton coached in the early 50s. Next, the touching words of the former Principia football players kept friends and family laughing and reminiscing over memories of Crafton. Crafton's eldest grandson, Hayes Anthony, was the last speaker. After sharing what an amazing grandfather Crafton was, Anthony engaged the group in a cheer for Crafton's favorite team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Crafton's granddaughter, Caitlin, appreciated the service's well-rounded portrayal of her grandpa.
As opposed to just showing as a football player, they really showed that he really did love his family, like, incredibly,
After the service, friends signed a memory book for the Crafton family and looked at various photos and medals from Crafton's life. Former football player and lifelong friend Dick Upshaw was touched by the service.
The tears were rolling before it was over with me. Coach was my second dad. My dad passed away about 10 years ago, and Coach Crafton took his place.
Crafton served as a father figure to many men, and his example and inspiration continues to bring people together. This has been Bethany Davenport for Pilot News.
Some seniors have carefully chosen their career paths and await only graduation to launch into their careers. Others have a date with a hammock all summer. Still, others plan to travel before starting to work. Beth caught up with a few seniors and asked them firsthand what their plans are for the future.
While seniors attempt to focus during their final weeks of college, they are also looking forward to their plans after Principia. We got a variety of responses when we asked these seniors about their future plans.
It's a good question.
I'm going to be going up to Michigan for one last summer at Camp Kohana, and then after that I'll be moving back home to Atlanta, hopefully in the city, to find a job in social work.
Well, this summer I've got an internship, and I'm going to be doing graphic design in Washington, D.C. for one of the largest PR firms in the world.
Goofing off?
Well, Lark Rodman and I are going over to England for 6 months just to, work and do whatever we want to. And that's as far as we've thought.
I'm going to be staying in Delhi, India for almost 3 months, learning Hindi, and I'll also be spending some volunteer time teaching English to children.
After college, I've accepted an entry-level position for Baskin-Robbins 31 Flavors. I'll be their new taste tester.
After college, I've just got my internship left to do, which is this summer out in West Hollywood, and I plan to network.
And I'm looking for jobs to make some money.
I'm going to be going to Towson University in Maryland, trying to earn a master's in women's studies and public policy.
Soon, Principia's Grand Marshal will carry this ceremonial mace down the aisle at Cox Auditorium during graduation. While they are anticipating this monumental ceremony, many seniors take the time to reflect upon what they appreciate most about Principia.
While I was here, I appreciated the support that everyone gives for no matter what you do.
Well, I would say what I enjoyed the most was soccer, playing soccer at Prinos, and that was the most exciting part, or the highlight of my stay here.
I love the atmosphere of home here.
Being house president in Lowry has been a very large influence on me.
I really loved just the ability for me to sort of take my education in my own hands and be involved in PAC and other activities where it was really student-led and I could really get involved.
Whether their plans are concrete or still to be decided, seniors are grateful. With only 2 weeks left, try to keep it together. For Pilot News, this has been Bethany Davenport. Good luck, class of 2006.
So, Kent, you're graduating.
I am graduating, and I'm just going to move back home for the summer, and then I'm off to LA in the fall to try to work in film. So,
You going to do any longboarding out in LA?
if I get a longboard for my birthday, which I'm hoping to get, yeah, definitely. It looks like a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap for Pilot News for 0506. Hope you've enjoyed our inaugural year of broadcasting. Pilot News will be suspended next quarter so we can bring you a full night of live election coverage on November 9th. But join us again winter quarter when Pilot News resumes. We're going to sign off today with a preview of the Principia Film Festival coming up in Cox Auditorium Friday of week 9. What you're going to see is a montage of clips from this year's entries. For Kent Trobe, Kayla Gillum, Myrna Peters, and the rest of the PCTV News team, this is Heather Hooper. Have a great summer, everyone.
The sky came alive. There were teeming masses of Pacific bubble squid.
For the purpose of this poem, I define all love as unconditional. And for reasons of my own, I challenge you to set aside your paradigm.
Yeah! The evil clan!
Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. The child shall know to refuse the evil and to choose the good.
Who are you? Nico Andreas. You're messing with things he should not be. You will never find Raphael Martin. You're messing with things your human minds cannot possibly hope to understand.